Hello, ladies. Well, this is going to be one of the hardest videos I'll ever have to make. This is because I literally have to name names and even show a picture of said person. But this is something I must do because this said person did affect my life. He has unfortunately become a part of the history of my life in a very negative way. The man you see standing next to me in this picture is Ron Eckstine. He is the son of the late jazz legend Billy Eckstine. Billy Eckstine was huge in the 40s and 50s. I remember episodes from Sanford and Son where Fred Sanford was always trying to sing like Billy Eckstine. Well, this is 23-year-old me, 23-year-old Hiroshima in this picture, and his son, Ron Eckstine, who was around 57 years old. Mind you, I had no idea this man was that old when I first met him. He actually told us girls that he was in his 40s. It was my recent research that made me aware of this man's true age. And when I found out, it was yet another betrayal, another lie out of millions of other lies that this terrible person uses against naive young girls like me. Anyway, this all took place in the year 2002. So it's been 21 years later. Again, I was very naive and green to the world when this man found me online and took complete and total advantage of me. I had a profile on a modeling website, and well, that's what he'll do. Scout beautiful young women online and email them to fill this imaginary empty spot for this girl group he was managing he called Volume. This girl group, this supposed girl group, this was a scam he's been pulling since the early 90s, meaning there was no spot for another girl singer. He just made it up. Well, of course, I didn't know any of this at the time, and I fell for it. Remember, I had show business dreams back then. I wanted to be a model, I wanted to be an actress. I loved the whole world of show business. And well, again, I fell for it. And for the next 4 months of my life, this man took advantage of me psychologically, emotionally, and sexually. He was touting himself as this Hollywood personal artist manager. And well, he convinced me to become a part of the group he called Volume. I quote unquote auditioned for him over the phone, not in person, over the phone. And even though he knew I couldn't sing, he took me in anyway. He paid for me to go to Hollywood, California, to go see him on promises that I would be singing in the group and that he will also help me with my modeling career. I was smack in the middle of Beverly Hills, California, mind you, in the Westwood part. And well, for an aspiring model actress like me, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. I shared with this man my dreams for modeling. I told him how much I wanted to model, and he told me, "Don't worry, I'll help you." Well, make a long story short, neither of the two happened. I didn't become the next member of Volume, and I didn't become a model. He betted me on the first night. And when I say quote unquote betted, I am speaking in codes. He didn't care how tired I was. He didn't care how much I protested against what he wanted to do to me. It was all about what he wanted. Ron Eckstine, this man, was a very, very smooth talking, manipulative guy who was skilled at brainwashing naive young girls, and he did the same to me. And I am not his only victim. About 16 years ago, I stumbled upon these websites where, to my horror, I discovered numerous of other young ladies that this man also took advantage of. Young ladies, some naive and some that were pretty street smart. But some way, somehow, they also fell into the clutches of this man. You can read their stories right here online on boards like ripoff.com and the Ron Eckstein complaint board. Now, the reason I am bringing this tragic story to your attention, ladies, is because it needs to be heard. It needs to be shared. Perverts, rapists, manipulative men like Ron Eckstein that continue to take advantage of young girls and women alike must be put on blast. I am now offering my book, The Other Hiroshima, absolutely free, at no cost. Yes, you can now read my entire horrible experience with Ron Eckstine absolutely free on Amazon. So for the next 3 days, you can download it and read it for free. It's unfortunate, and I pray that no other young lady ever experiences the trauma that I experienced. But men like Ron Eckstein are still out there taking advantage of young girls and women alike, and the least I can do is tell my story and hopefully bring more awareness to this situation. So, if it takes giving away my book for free, then so be it. So many young ladies right now in the year 2023 are aspiring singers and rappers or drill rappers and want to be the next Cardi B, the next Ice Spice, the next Lotto, the next Glorilla. And if you're not one of these young ladies, then I guarantee that you definitely know of a young lady that desires to be in show business. She could very well be your own sister or your best friend. Well, I'll tell you this. I had a taste of what that business is really like, and you have to sleep with these men to get that come up. Ron Eckstein said these very words I'm about to share with you with one of his other victims. He said, "This is the way show business works. You have to sleep with me." Now, of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But it doesn't matter how disgusting or revolting in appearance these men are. And even if they're fine, it doesn't matter. They they have the keys to what you want in Hollywood. And they're not giving you that key unless you spread your legs or get down on your knees for them. And guess what? Guess what? 9 times out of 10, they still won't give you that key. They completely take advantage of you, destroy your dreams, and just move on to the next gullible victim. Ladies, the link to read my book for free is right in the description box. I also want to add one thing. Me sharing my horrible experience with Ron Eckstein is in no way, shape, or form to shame the Eckstein family as a whole. My issue is with Ron Eckstein and only Ron Eckstein. Hashtag victim of Ron Eckstein. Thank you for listening.